Welcome. So we're live. We're now broadcasting live across my own personal Facebook page. We've got the Entrepreneurs and Professionals in Milton Keynes Facebook page, and also my YouTube channel as well. So wherever you might be finding me today, hopefully you'll see this video. And welcome to our one viewer. I don't know who that might be right now, but I see on the fuzzy YouTube we have a viewer. So thank you very much for coming along. So yeah, today what will I be covering? So today we're going to be covering a platform that is the equivalent of a LinkedIn or Masterclass for Web3. Now, what does that actually mean by that? So obviously LinkedIn, your professional network and meeting other professionals, entrepreneurs, business owners, and things like that. I've never really leveraged LinkedIn fully in the whole time I've ever had it, and I've had it for many years. I remember LinkedIn when it was like, my perception of it was an online resume, CV, and maybe you get some headhunting and stuff like that. But it's become so much more now with social audio, video, events, all sorts of stuff going on. So really amazing stuff. And then Masterclass, if anyone's familiar with that, it's an online platform with guest speakers, really quite high profile speakers in thought leaders in various fields. And it's a subscription model where you pay and you get these masterclasses from these thought leaders. So I'll show you in Peak, and we'll talk about that in a moment. I'll also show you another community that I'm part of, the Draft Tower, and why is this all relevant. So if you're here watching on the Entrepreneurs and Professionals Milton Keynes Facebook page, so the reminder of who I am, if you're not familiar with myself, my name is Lawrence Morgan. I was friends with Bobby Gill, still am friends with Bobby Gill, but Bobby Gill no longer is in Milton Keynes. And Bobby started up this community of entrepreneurs and professionals in Milton Keynes. But the idea was to have a laid back meetups, really casual meetups for people who are new in town or people that want to meet like-minded people, and not be a kind of no networking, no kind of salesy kind of thing, no pressure from anywhere. In you can go to networking things and it's kind of like, oh, I'll meet you and here's a transactional conversation, give you a business card, what can you do for me, etc., etc. I've never enjoyed those things. And Bobby and myself became friends, and started co-hosting that with him and some other people as well who have all come and gone, but we're rebooting it. And where does this kind of begin? My journey into becoming an entrepreneur back in 2017. I think I was in Milton Keynes 2016, 2017, and we started up this group. It went on for a couple of years, but by the time we got to 2018, 2019, Bobby had moved, been passed on to some other people. They tried a little bit here and there. COVID happened and things kind of collapsed. Now, that seeking to learn what is being an entrepreneur, to learn how do you set up a business and just be surrounded by people motivated in that kind of sense, is still something that was a desire for me. And I've got myself into Web3, and everything that I'm involved in Web3 is for my education purposes. I can see there is a movement going from traditional business, and you have your Web2 businesses, you've got your membership sites and things like that, and going forward into tokenization and using tokens and blockchain technology and things like that, you can have a different form of business model, a different form of membership, and I think people are definitely going to be moving towards that, regardless of how we personally feel about this, regardless of what governments do. I think we're going to start to see a movement of people's business models moving into like, how can they utilize it if it's needed, if it's required, if it's even necessary. But to kind of bring us all together, that kind of entrepreneurship and learning stuff with good people has always been something that's been an interest to me. So yeah, let's get into it and let's touch into what we're going on about today. So yeah, so that's me, and that's the history of the Milton Keynes Entrepreneur Group. So that hopefully you'll be watching that now. I'm just going to get rid of that page, and anything that I'm telling you about now is not that I need you to buy anything. I'm making you aware of this. If you choose to inquire, research, go further into anything that I'm mentioning today, the communities that I'm part of, come and check out the Discords, come out and check them out for free, see what's going on. Feel free to get in contact with me. My details are in the about page on here on YouTube. I don't actually care if you become part of a member or not. But if you do, then, you know, if you become part of these communities and membership, then I'm definitely going to be someone who's going to want to know you. You're going to be part of my network. I think you're going to get a lot of benefit from it. I've got a lot of benefit from these in terms of my own education, my own development. And this is something I want to share to the world. I want to make people aware, if you're following me on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you are, that you're aware of these things as well. If this is the path that you are going in, if you are someone who wants to, basically, yeah, it's hard, but we want to work for yourself or do the things you're passionate about. And obviously, we live in a world where you need money, so you want to earn money from what you do and what you love to do. So that's the path I hope to be on, and I am on. So let's continue. So yeah, so that was the original first, you know, being part of the Entrepreneurs and Professionals Milton Keynes was like kind of the beginning. That's 2017. Fast forward into 2021, I've already spent like a year in the kind of Web3 crypto space, kind of understanding technology, very interested in technology, been part of some other things like Unit Masters, which is really good. And I came across and became part of the Draft Tower, which is a community of entrepreneurs and business owners and people and creators, content creators, various different type of thought leaders in different type of professions, educating people in different knowledge sets. And we're all collectively together as a community, obviously online, but some people have met in person. We've had a couple of meetups now in the UK and some more coming through the ownership of the token. You can think of the token, an NFT, non-fungible token. You can think of these as a membership pass, and that membership pass gets you part of a community. So with Draft Tower, it is focused on creators with our business coach and mentor, Gary Henderson, who helps us to develop marketing, to put whatever our business is, to make more reach, build more audience, to get us out there as a creator. So I began really going into this path through being part of the Giraffe Tower, and it's something I'm always going to talk about. You know, you'll see a giraffe on all my social medias. You'll see anywhere I am. It's something I really believe in. It's given me a lot of value being part of the community and just to expand and to grow. So you can check that out if you want on giraffetowernft.com, and you can go in a lot further about what it is, utilities, roadmap, and all that stuff. But we are primarily a community of creators, and the NFT is just the pass to be part of that and to have a common bond. So you can go check them out. They're also on OpenSea, of course, as well. And then you can, as we say, it's the metaverse for creators, so you can get more into that. But what we're going to go into today is in regards to In Peak. So In Peak is another community that I have discovered through another NFT community that I also am a holder for. The Alpha Traders Country Club did a guest appearance. Well, actually, not guest appearance. They've I think they might have some sort of contract, but they've got several videos coming up on the In Peak platform to educate people on how to become an intelligent investor. So they are a trading club, as the name suggests, teaching people how to day trade, swing trade, and things like that, or long-term investing, and looking at things in a more venture capitalist kind of mindset within the NFT space, rather than hyper speculation. It's like, where are these businesses, Web3 businesses? Because as I mentioned in the beginning, I see a transition from traditional Web2 businesses into the Web3 business, and it's all just the internet. It's just the different tools and protocols we're on top of the internet. Tokenization, the internet of value, owning digital assets is just the new evolution, and we're going to see more and more of that as time goes on. So there's not necessarily cryptocurrencies and the whole stigma and energy that's around that because of what people see, but there are use cases and utilities within the protocols, you know, for things you can use, and you know, membership models are one of them. But yeah, so anyway, so Alpha Traders did a talk and several talks on this platform, and then I was more interested in, okay, what is this In Peak thing? And I'm always looking for something that is going to educate me. I'm always looking for something that's going to be informative to my own personal knowledge of what I'm learning about. And to be honest, going on YouTube, like, this is one of the things you're going to be watching on YouTube now. Obviously, that's, you know, one of the ways you found me. You're either on Facebook, YouTube, or whatever. You can spend, as I did, I spent a couple of years just bouncing around different content creators. Yeah, they're great. They put stuff out. You'll resonate with someone. Maybe you'll resonate with me. You'll subscribe. Hit that link, hit the bell. The whole, the saying anyway. And that's all fine. But for me and my brain, like, I'm pieced a lot of stuff together for podcasts and webinars and looking at people on YouTube, but they're all very much pieces everywhere, fragmented, no real linear, like, this, and that, and that. Now, Unit Masters and the Unit Network does have a 6-week learning program, which I'm a study lead for. And that was good. It was linear. It's like we've got the different courses, we've got the different things we go through, and you had the study groups and stuff, and that was really good. And that was my first taste of sort of more structured. Now, when I discovered InPeak, I enjoy TED Talks. I've never watched masterclasses. I don't really use LinkedIn, but for me, it was kind of like, oh, okay, this is like the TED Talks of Web3. They have different guest speakers, thought leaders in the space of Web3, NFTs, and stuff like that, and just really great content. So this is why I want to go through this and just make you aware that this exists. And if you decide that you want to be part of that, in the description there is a referral link that will be able to buy one of their like 1-year passes. They're called Soulbound token. So it's the InPeak Learn token, and it's a much lower price point than what the current passes are, but you do only get a limit of the 1 year. Okay, and full disclosure is my referral link. There is a commission that I would get, but if anyone does use my link and you're in contact with me, I will give you my own token, which will be just to reimburse you 5% of the purchase price that you spend on their pass anyway. So yeah, it's kind of gonna cover the costs a little bit for you if you do decide to go through. But let's just have a look at the platform anyway, and you can make your own choice of wherever you decide. So InPeak, build your influence in Web3. You need 2 things to be successful in the world of Web3 and emerging technologies: knowledge and a strong network. I think that applies to anything really. If you're in business, entrepreneurship, or just any kind of sector, having the knowledge of what is that sector about, what is that industry about, and then your network. That's why we like having LinkedIn and making these connections, because the stronger your network of people the more opportunities that are going to be presented. But that's one of the reasons why I'm part of Giraffe Tower as a creator, to learn more things, to collaborate with people, and having more opportunities, and equally with InPeak, to expand that even further outside of that ecosystem that I'm currently part of. So yeah, so they say your net worth is part of your network is part of your net worth. Nowhere is more true than in Web3. InPeak will keep you ahead of the curve in learning, education, help you build your influence and thought leadership in Web3 space. And I generally do feel like I have got that from, I don't even know, maybe like 2, maybe not even 3 months. I think I've had a pass for. I'm not even sure. But yeah, this we up and coming events. So it's a very lovely website, very well designed. You can set up an account completely for free. There is some free content on there. Most of the content is paid for. So I think there is a subscription you could pay in fiat, pounds, dollars, or whatever it might be. I think there's a subscription for that. I would have to try and find that for you. But if you have the NFT pass, then you just connect your wallet and you've got the access there without paying any further reoccurring payments per month. But yeah, so much like, I guess, other kind of platforms, educational platforms, like kind of Slick Design, the list of events that are coming up. You've got the on-demand section. Once stuff's been recorded, the playback is always there. And when we go into the platform, it's got a chat, questionnaire, question polls and things like that, so we can interact a lot with the other attendees of these talks, and we get to ask direct questions to people leading things in the space. There's also the podcast. So the founder, Somni Arin, she has a regular podcast and then brings these thought leaders in and speaks to them about different topics, and then also gets them to become guests in the live sessions on InPeak, where the community members, the pass holders, are able to ask questions of these people as well. So yeah, so let's have a little bit of more of a navigation. So if you want to set up, you can become a member, put in your details, and then I'll get you all set up. So up and coming sessions. So you click on that, it'll give you the list of events. So you've got the calendar, you can categorize, you've got your different categories, so digital marketing, writing, publishing, sales skills, raise your profile, building a brand, public speaking, entrepreneurship, building a relationship. Like, you can see so many topics here. If you're someone that's, even if it was Web2, like, if it was, you're still going to want, even in traditional business, many of these skills. And even more so if you are bridging yourself into the Web3 domain, you're getting it from quite prolific people within the space. So that's that section. So we've got that, and then you've got your on demand. So you're catching what has already passed and been on before. And I think if we get this load up, perfect. So we've got another 10 minutes here before I've got to do another live stream today with the Student Masters cohort. But yeah, so if you signed up and you just got the account without paying subscription or having the NFT, that's absolutely fine. You do have a section in the getting started with Web3 and essential beginners guide and other ones as well. Within this section, there is free content on there that you can just straight away just click in, go straight to it, and it'll come up, and then you can start to play those things. Now it wants me to log in, so if I was already logged in with my email address or with my token, then that would start playing, but a little bit premature there. I should probably have logged in just to get that going. But let's see. Am I coming back out this page now? Right. Okay, so we've gone too far back, but yeah, there's lots of free content. So yeah, check it out. As I said, it's let's make sure it's loading up. Okay, because as I said, it's curated content. That's the most important thing that I've personally felt in my journey into learning about these topics and learning about this industry and this space is, as I said earlier, like going across from YouTube to YouTube channel and video, etc., just all over the place, like just a constellation, stars everywhere, spider web everywhere, what links to what dots connect to what. If your brain's like me, you want to need something a bit more linear, then you've got like this very easy categorized different sections and then diving deeper into those topics. And there's just so much material here. At the moment, it's like 2 to 3 guest speakers a day live, and then the recordings available pretty much instantly. At some point, the mission is to get to 24 hours a day, an hour session at a time, a different speaker each time. So you get to a point where this platform is going to grow and grow and grow until that's the mission, to have every day 24 speakers, 24 thought leaders, 24 sessions happening every day. And it's just amazing what's being built here. So just really wanted to just put this out because I'm getting so much value from being a member. And if you desire to check it out, check out the free content, and if you're interested in one of the 1-year membership passes, there's a link in the description below. Feel free to use that and get in contact with me as well in regards to how we can look to reimburse you for 5% of your purchase if you want to. So take care and have a lovely day. And I'm going to just hop on to my other, welcome to, we got several people who was in the chat. I'm still getting used to these live chats and how this streaming software works. So I do apologize to Bulldog and What Ways if you are still here and I did not acknowledge you earlier. My apologies for that, but thanks for sticking with me if you are still here. So yeah, so thank you very much, and make sure you check that out. So once again, I should give you the actual website address if you want to check out InPeak. So it is InPeak, one word, .xyz, and that will take you to the InPeak website. And yeah, just have an explore and see what you can learn. So have a lovely day and take care. Bye-bye.